Now on to my Sony predictions. Now for those who are just tuning into my video and didn't watch the Nintendo prediction video, I'm just going to mainly talk about first party. There is going to be a little bit of third party here and there. Not very much of it. In fact, there's not going to be very much I'm going to predict for a Sony press conference, mainly because I don't keep up with them, but I do have a handful of predictions that are going to interest you quite a bit. So, with that being said, let's get on to the first one. My first prediction is, of course, God of War is going to be shown off. They're going to show some gameplay, and of course, it's going to have the release date, which is most likely going to be holiday 2017 at the earliest, fall 2017. I don't see it going to 2018, but this is a very easy prediction, and most likely everybody else has the same opinion. Now, this prediction is a little bit more out there, well, by comparison, but Shenmue III, the girl showed a trailer at the Sony press conference this year. If you remember, even though Shenmue III is a multi-platform game, Sony is the one that's kind of supporting it, even though it was backed by a Kickstarter, and they're the one that debuted it at the press conference, which I believe is at 2015. Uh, I think this is going to show a trailer, some cutscenes, a bit of story. They're not going to show off any gameplay and no release date because the game is probably halfway finished at best. I imagine a game as big as Shenmue would be 2019. That's at least my prediction. Uh, Assuming that Shenmue 1 and 2, those two are big games, assuming the third game is going to be just as big, if not bigger, than those two games. Is this going to be an HD collection of the first two games? Probably not. I heard there's some copyright issues there, so although it's not impossible, I don't picture that ever happening anytime soon. The Last of Us 2 is definitely going to be shown. Everybody's predicting it, and I'm jumping on that bandwagon. Most likely, this game is going to be shown off at the very end of the press conference. They're going to show like a cinematic gameplay. Well, not gameplay footage, just a cinematic footage. No gameplay yet, but I'm predicting this game will come out on holiday 2018. Most likely, either God of War or Naughty Dog's other game, Uncharted Lost Legacy, is going to be the big holiday game. But, Last of Us 2, definitely a game that you want to close with. Now, this one's going to be the craziest prediction in this video, but I'm predicting a Jack and Daxter game coming out. Now, I'm not sure it's going to be a sequel or a spin-off. Again, this is a crazy prediction, so take this with a grain of salt. But the only reason why I'm predicting a Jack and Daxter game coming out is mainly because Sony just announced the release of the PS2 Jack and Daxter game. That's including the first 3 or 4 games and then the spin-off game, the Jack Combat Racing. It could be a sequel of the racing game, but I was just saying that there must be a reason why they decided to release not just a single game, but the whole series out at the PlayStation Store. Maybe Sony has, plans for the Jack and Daxter series. Most likely it's not going to be developed by Naughty Dog, mainly because, well, they already working on Uncharted Lost Legacy, and of course, The Last of Us 2 is most likely going to appear, but I do think Sony got a company working in a Jack and Daxter game. Destiny 2 is going to be shown off at the Sony press conference. Sony showed some support for the first Destiny game by giving some time at one of their press conference, even though Destiny is a multi-platform game that's going to be shown off on the Xbox One and PC, but not the Nintendo Switch, unfortunately. It would have been cool to have that game on the go, but Most likely it's going to be showing off very well at Sony's press conference. Maybe offer some time exclusive content, maybe some exclusive content in general, but most likely it's going to be time exclusive content, so that way nobody feels left out. Sucker Punch is also going to debut a new IP. For those who don't know, Sucker Punch created the Sly Cooper series, although they didn't make the fourth game in the series that was on the PlayStation 3. And they also created the Infamous series, Infamous 1 and 2. Most people are predicting that Sucker Punch are creating a new IP. Now, originally, I thought they were going to make another Sly Cooper game, mainly because I remember that the show off a trailer for a Sly Cooper movie, and I thought, since Sony made a game for the Ratchet and Clank movie, together, I thought they might do the same thing for the Sly Cooper series. But it is possible that a Sly Cooper game could be made, though I doubt it. But they could get the company that made Sly 4 to make another game. But most likely Sucker Punch is going to make a brand new IP. It's going to be shown off this year at the press conference. What it is, I don't know. That's, part of the excitement of watching E3 in general. My final prediction, and sorry for being the most predictable on this, but they, of course, going to show off Uncharted Lost Legacy. That's most likely going to be the first game they're going to show off at the press conference. They're going to show some gameplay, some trailers, more of the story. And the release date is most likely going to be fall 2017. I can picture this being a big holiday title as well, but I think they're going to save that spot for God of War. Most likely because Uncharted Lost Legacy is most likely completely finished, if not, 95% finished. But anyways, that's my final prediction. I'm sorry if I couldn't come up with any more predictions or any crazy predictions that I listed before. Sony is the one I am most unfamiliar with, but hey, at least Sony looks like it's going to have a strong 2017 all around in terms of software. I'm sure that it's going to have a great year, and if some of my prediction for 2018 comes true, then it looks like it's going to have a pretty solid 2018 in general. Now stay tuned for my last part where I'll talk about Microsoft and the Xbox One. Catch you guys later.